guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Johnny and I'm back with another video. I'm really excited about this video, to be completely honest, because it is all about what you can do to make money, extra money on the side. And it's something I do often. So before we get into this video in Vlogmas Day 3, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can become a part of the Perfectly Flawed community where we embrace who we are today, which is our now, right? Because we want to love self first, right? While we're chasing our next, because we know there's always room for growth and improvement. So go do that. Like do that right now. Here's your reminder. All right, so as you guys can see, I'm in my car or whatever. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about something I do on the side. No, this video is not sponsored. I just want to let you guys know, if you have a car, your own reliable transportation, a cell phone, a smartphone, then you can do this method, and it's called Instacart. I first signed up for Instacart in 2017, did it once, and that was it, and then I started doing it again this year, right? So Instacart, what it is you are either a in-store shopper, a delivery person, or both, right? You have to be approved to be a shopper, right? And I'm going to show you guys how this app looks. So the Instacart shopper or whatever, then once you're approved, you get a card you can put in your Google Wallet or your Apple Wallet, and while they're shipping you your physical card. Now, while you're doing Apple Pay and Google Pay, you don't have access to, you can't shop at certain stores, right? So what I do is I don't pick shifts, okay? One, because there's never any shifts available. Two, because I really don't want to do that. What I do is just pick up my phone and start whenever I want to start and whenever I want to end. This is something you do. As long as the grocery store is open, you can do it, right? So the way it works is, once you're approved or whatever, you can pick up batches if you're not in a shift. If you're in a shift, you have set hours where you work and you're paid for that, and you can pick up your I think assigned orders. I've never done it, but I think you're assigned orders and you got to do it. But what I do it is on my free will. So I look at what's available. So I'm in Woodbridge, Virginia. So it's going to show me, it shows me like Stafford, Virginia. It shows me Alexandria. It shows me Woodbridge. It shows me Manassas. It shows me Burke. It also shows me Maryland, right? And it's going to show me it's going to tell me what city the order's in, what store the order is, how much I will get paid for the order, and how many miles the order is, right? And that's how many miles it is from the store, right? So how I choose my batches is I choose obviously what city I want to work in, if it's far or not, how much it's paying, and it shows you the number of items too. Now, they say, just select the order, but just take whatever is there, right? And I do that to a certain extent. Sometimes the items might be 47 items and 100 units. Units are if the units are higher than items, that means some of the items you're getting multiples of, right? So those are high, but it's only saying $12. I'm probably going to pass it up, because that order is going to take me over an hour to do for this much money, and that's not good to do, y'all. But I got a goal that I need to reach every day. Every day that I do it, I set myself a goal, and if that's the only thing there, I'm going to take it. Or sometimes I'll take it. It really depends on the day, but most of the time it's probably going to be a no for me. And there are certain stores that I prefer not to shop at. I don't like shopping at Aldi, because you got to bag your own stuff. And that takes up time. My preferred places to shop are Wegmans, Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's, right? So those are my preferred places to shop, but I'll do Giant and I'll do Food Lion. I would do Giant before Food Lion. Food Lion I'm not too fond of. So those are the main places I shop at when I do orders. The reason why I shop at those mainly, one, Wegmans is the easiest store. I will take Wegmans over anything, any day. Wegmans, when you shop at Wegmans, it literally tells you what aisle the item is in and which side of the aisle the item is in, right? So other stores will tell you what section it's in. So it might say beverages. So you got to find the beverage aisle. But Wegmans, it will say aisle 12 left. So that's why I like Wegmans, and I'm used to Wegmans, and I know Wegmans because I shop there myself. So it's a lot easier than other places, so I get through it a lot quicker. Now, when you do this, when you actually get an order, you swipe to accept it, then you can be in contact with the customer through the app if something's missing, but they have a list of stuff they already selected that they want. When you get to the store, you click start shopping, and once you start shopping, it gives you a list of the items. What I love about this app is when you click the item, right? Unless it's produce, you click the item. When you find it, you just scan the barcode. And if you got the wrong size, the wrong brand, or something's different, the app will tell you, like, oh, the item you scanned is this is what was requested, scan another. Now, if the item isn't there, you click you can't find item or whatever it says. I think it's can't find item. So I might get them mixed up because I also do like Amazon Prime shopping, and I'll talk to you guys about that in another video. But you click it, and then the customer might have already like put in what they would like to replace it. If not, there's suggested replacements, which are pretty decent sometimes. But or you can scan your own replacement, and you want to try to stay within the price range and within the price range or whatever of the item. Say they want like a particular brand, like I'm gonna make up a brand, Mercedes 7 grain wheat bread. Say they want that, right? Say they don't have Mercedes 7 grain wheat bread, but they have Mercedes white bread, and then they have Edwards 7 grain wheat bread, and Mercedes is organic, and we're gonna say Mercedes is organic. And so Edwards isn't organic, but then they have another brand that is organic, like Blues Organic 5 grain wheat bread. So if you see all that on the shelf, you wouldn't choose the white bread because they requested grains in a wheat bread. They requested organic, so you might want to try to stick to the organic. If Mercedes has a 7 grain wheat bread that's not organic, I will go for that because it's the same thing, it's just not organic. So you want to try to get as close to the item. And once you choose a replacement, the customer has to approve the replacement, right? I mean, there are those rare times where at the end of your shopping, the customer still hasn't approved the replacements. Then you want to call the customer doesn't answer like twice, or the text messages. Then I would just proceed with the replacements because they just didn't answer. But that's how it typically works. Produce is a little different. You have to put in the weight of the produce, so you don't scan that stuff. I think I've only gotten one item wrong ever. And then also at the end, it tells you how many seconds it takes you to find each item. Like it gives your average, right? So that's what I like. Oh, also at the bottom while you're shopping, it tells you how long this shopping trip should take, and it tells you how much time you're taking. So that's what I like about it. And then you also have to deliver it by a certain time. It gives you the address. And what I love about the Instacart app is you can navigate right from the app. So like you can go in, I think it's in your settings, you can choose whether, if you have an iPhone, whether you want to do Maps or Google Maps or Waze, I think are the options or something like that. But I use Maps, so I select my default to be Maps. So whenever I click a order, if I don't know where that store is, I just click navigate, and it'll take the address and put it right into Maps. Or like when I leave and finish the order, I just click navigate, and it put it right in Maps with their address, right? So you actually deliver it to their home. Now, when you deliver it to their home, the options are the customer might have a handoff. The customer might have leave at door. Leave at door are my favorites. I just like to put it there, take a picture, go. But when you leave at door, that's what you do. You take a picture and you put it in the app, submit it, and then you click you're done. And they'll get it from their doorstep or whatever. Handoff, you have to actually hand it off to the customer. Customer is supposed to wear the mask. You're supposed to wear your mask. And you give the customer their items, and then you swipe and say it's finished. And are those the only options? Yes. Oh, and customers can leave notes like ring doorbell when you're done, or call when you get here, or don't call because the dog's scared, or whatever. I mean, don't ring the doorbell because of the dog, and there's a lot of different instructions. Sometimes you get apartment complexes, so sometimes you actually have to go into apartment complexes, go up the stairs or whatever. And if it is a heavy order, it will indicate that it's a heavy order, and there will be heavy order pay, like waters. When there's like waters, a bunch of waters, and it's a heavy order, or there's like a bunch of milks, it'll probably say heavy order. You get extra pay for that. When it's a far order, extra far, you get extra pay for that. If it's peak hours, sometimes you get extra pay for that. And the customers can choose to tip you. Oh, and like I said, this is all about making money now. The great part about it is all the money that Instacart is paying you for that order, you have access to not as soon as you finish the order, but like 30 minutes after you finish the order, right? But you don't have access to the tips for 24 hours because the customers can change their tip up to 3 days after the order, but they allow the funds to be released after 24 hours of completing that order of the tips. So that's what I like about Instacart, is that I have access to my money and I can cash out immediately for a small fee. Maybe, I don't remember what the fee is to cash out, maybe like 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents to cash out. So I love that. Let me think. Also, if you don't cash out by the end of Sunday, it's automatically going to direct deposit your money later on that week. I'm going to take you guys with me because I'm about to do some orders, and I can't really think of anything else to tell you guys about Instacart. It's not the end all be all. The money's okay. It's good for extra money on the side. It does tax your car, so think about that. How many miles you're spending on your, how many miles you're going. If you want to get a little exercise in, it's good for shopping, like, because you're walking around the store a lot. Oh, also there's ways to make more money. So like, So like, I am obviously over 21. So I did the alcohol training so I can deliver alcohol. Now, they're really safe about this, alcohol deliveries. So when you shop, you pick up the alcohol, whatever. Alcohol deliveries are handoff only. You have to scan their ID. You have to make sure they're not intoxicated, just by looking at them. And you have to make sure they're 21, obviously, before you can hand them the alcohol. Also, before you leave the store, you got to put alcohol labels on the bag, all that jazz. So there's that. There's other ways to make more money, but I can't think of it. That's Instacart in a nutshell. What I love about it is I can start whenever I want to start, and I can end whenever I want to end. My favorite days to do Instacart shopping are Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings are the busiest, the largest orders. Not the largest orders, the higher paying orders. I think everyone's doing their shopping for the week. So those orders tend to pay a lot more. Because I guess they're getting more. I don't know. But I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll definitely talk to you guys. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, guys. I am here. And I'm about to take my order. I already took the order, but I'm about to start it. All right, bye. All right, guys. So I already finished my first order. It is 2:04. I'm doing a second order. There's only a bunch of little orders in my area. So that's what I'm doing. The last order was like 12 items. This order is like 3 items. Also, the last order, they didn't have a particular item at all. They was looking for a particular type of garland at Wegmans, and they didn't have it at all, and they requested 2. So I had to refund them that item because they didn't even have any replacements. You don't want to refund items unless you absolutely have to. So whenever you do replacements and refunds and all that, it does affect the amount that Instacart is going to pay you, and even the customer's tip if the customer chose a percentage. So that impacts it, just to let you guys know if y'all didn't already know that. I am on my way to Food Lion for this order. This order is 3 items, $9. Now, I wonder if the items are alcohol. The items are either alcohol or really something really expensive, or the house is really far and I forgot to look at the mileage. And I usually do a very great job of looking at the mileage, but we shall see. All right, bye. Okay, guys, as I suspected, the order was a little pricey. They bought a lot of meat. So yeah, but I had to do something different that I've never had to do before. So the person requested a large pack of wingettes, but there were no large packs of wingettes. So they only had small packs of wingettes. And It was the same price and everything, but you know, you have to put in, usually you put in like the amount that's in one pack. And I did that, and I was like, well, it would make sense for them to get multiple packs. And then try to contact the customer, but they would not answer to see if that was okay with them. And then what I ended up, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to add small packs on there and take off the large pack. Well, not take off the large pack, but put a small pack in for the large pack, and then add up the rest of the small packs. Add the rest of the small packs on there. But you can't do that because you're adding pounds, and when I tried to add in another identical item but different amount of pounds, it wouldn't let me because it said I already had that item in the cart and just add to the quantity. So I was like, okay. Instead, I'm just going to take that off and go back to their large pack they chose, scan a replacement, and the replacement's a small pack. But add up all the small packs weight and put that total weight in. So I did that instead. And hopefully that was okay. I would assume that it's okay. Yeah. So I had to do that. But this order isn't far. Luckily, it's actually not far from my home, because I do have to run and use the restroom because I've been drinking water. I did not finish my gallon on day 2, but I will finish my gallon today, which is day 3. And yeah, I see I didn't make that much progress in it, but I will. Just wait on me. I usually get about halfway around about 4:30. So that means I got a lot of work to do. But all right, I'm going to continue to do Instacart and see how this goes, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm also going to tell you guys the most I've made in a week before, and the most I've made in a day. I'm going to go through all that with you. But today so far, I don't know how much I made. The last order I did, I think, was about $11. But remember, I had to refund some items, so it's not going to be 11 items. I mean, it's not going to be $11. It's probably going to be less unless the customer decides to tip me more. We'll see. And that's happened before for me. Like, I remember this one time. Oh, Instacart, I typically don't have issues, but one time I did have an issue delivering to somebody where it said their address was like 0.0 miles away from the store. And I was like, oh yeah, let me take that. Like, I don't really gotta drive far, and I got somewhere to be in like an hour. I mean, in a couple of hours. I can just do that and then leave. But it ends up that the address it had in the system was the store's address. So the person was actually kind of far. So I had to like contact Instacart so they can fix the issue and whatever. And Instacart actually ended up giving me more money, and the people ended up tipping me a lot more once we got it settled because of the inconvenience. So it was really sweet of them. So that's probably the most I made on one order, like for the amount of time I put in it. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you guys after I deliver this. I need my GPS. Okay, so here's how much I made today. This is about $13 an hour. You can see the Instacart payment, which is $44.08, and then tips $29.51. $44.08 is available immediately. Here's all the weeks that I've been working. You see I made the most from October 19th through 25th, and here's that week. I made about $15 an hour. So Instacart is going to range between $10 to $15 an hour if you use the tactics that I use. And here is the bump I was telling you about that time that I had an issue. Customer service was really generous and gave me a bump for the amount of work I did in the delivery because it wasn't supposed to be that far. So they actually ended up paying me, although it wasn't initially calculated. So that's amazing. So kudos to them, and I thank them for that. Look at this dog. Stop it. Nobody's scared of you. Nobody's scared of you. You got the couch muddy. Nobody's scared of you, buddy. Nobody's scared of you. Ow! Ow! guys for watching Johnny's Vlogmas day, whatever day it is. And make sure you follow me on my social medias at __Johnny___. And watch this video right here, you know, catch up right here and catch up right here. These two. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, comment, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my festive yogurt.